So in my last video, I talked about how I switched over from Todoist to Microsoft To Do. And I also started using the para method in conjunction with GTD system that I have previously used. Uh, the problem is that the main reason I switched over from Todoist to Microsoft To Do was because of important information that I sometimes have to download about students, and I don't want that to ever have security issues, and I don't want it to leave my school's intranet, and so I didn't want to use Evernote anymore. And I've frankly had some pretty big concerns about Evernote recently, and have been thinking about a change for quite some time. Well, my school's intranet allows me to use Microsoft 365, and so I've made the decision to move to OneNote for my primary filing cabinet, um, document storage, capture all, note taker system. And after my current subscription runs out on Evernote, I may not be renewing it. But for now, I've moved over to OneNote. Okay. So here is my setup um, uh, in OneNote. I've got projects. Let's see. Can I move that up here? I don't think I can. It's in alphabetical order anyway. So there's PARA, para, and that information is all right there. I guess I could put numbers by it, and that would allow me to have it in the right order. I might do that later. Anyway, so I've got my projects list, and this project list here, again, I'm trying to keep it to 15, and they roughly match the list. Well, pretty exactly the list I've got over in Microsoft To Do. My areas also match my list over in Microsoft To Do. And resources do not match, and that's because I don't have all the resource. I have lots more resources um, in OneNote than I do in Microsoft To Do, because I've used OneNote on and off for different things for well, since longer than I've been involved with Evernote. Um, Never to the extent that I've used Evernote, but I've been using it here and there for different things. And of course, then I've got Archive as well, and that's where I've been putting old projects. Um, Recently, that's a new group of folders that I have that I've just recently, with the advent of this Para system, that I've started to put together. Okay, for example, one of the things that I've investigated over the past year was the difference between face-to-face classes and online classes, and I collected a lot of research on how students learn and if they learn better in which modality. So is face-to-face better than online, or is online better? And then why do students prefer different things? So you got a whole bunch of things in here that I could be looking at, some research articles and stuff like that. Anyway, that's my para setup here in um, Microsoft OneNote. Uh, there's everything listed. I think it works pretty well. I actually kind of like how it's set up. I'm more of a visual person, and so I think this kind of works better than Evernote for me, is fine as far as being able to use it again in the future. And I think that's probably been my biggest issue with Evernote throughout the history of Evernote, is I take a lot of notes, but then I never use them again. And I think this para method might be the solution. We'll see. I'll let you know.